disaster, winter storms expected to drench the Coachella Valley and surrounding areas throughout this week. It is tonight's top story. The first of three storm systems is moving first into the Inland Empire, bringing steady rain to the valleys and heavy snow to the mountains. The Riverside County Fire Department is warning residents to prepare for flooded roads, downed power lines, and fast-moving water. Forecasters say at least half an inch of rain is expected through Tuesday, with another round possible for Wednesday. We'll have more about this a little bit later on in Pablo's three-day forecast.
Now, the wet weather already impacting events across the valley, but it hasn't stopped the fun at the Riverside County Fair in Indio. That's where the grounds are open, rain or shine tonight. And we find our Brett Rosen out at the fairgrounds. Brett, a lot of people heading out, just looking for a fun way to start the week off.
Olivia, with President's Day, a lot of kids out of school, a lot of parents out of work, and even though it was raining earlier this afternoon and now it's dry, but earlier it was raining pretty hard and it was pretty windy, that still didn't stop people from coming out. I mean, you can even still see people that stayed and kind of trekked through that rain earlier this afternoon. It's still, even when I was here when it was pouring, I mean, it looked as busy as ever. And when speaking with fair officials, they tell me that they have prepared for all different types of weather conditions. Take a look.
The umbrellas came out today during the fair. Rain falling hard as well as cold wind during the morning and afternoon. But that didn't deter most fair goers, as plenty still came out despite the weather.
We're trekking through it, originally from Washington State. We're just visiting, and it's our first time down here, and we wanted to come check it out.
This is easy. We're creating our own sunshine. It may be cloudy, but we are happy, and we are having a fun time.
I came prepared, luckily, so I think that I'm still able to enjoy it, but it is a little cold outside, so it is kind of making me go out to the outer part.
Fair officials say they have prepared for all types of weather conditions, including rain, even having to move events that were once outside in.
We're here, we're still here, out here. We've got lots of programming, lots of indoor activities as well. We still have a good crowd, but of course, we encourage everyone, bring your jackets, bring your umbrellas if you're out here, monitor that weather.
Officials say most of the pop-ups have traveled all over and are used to all types of weather conditions. But for other businesses, the thought of it raining another few days can be pretty damaging.
It's been slower than usual because our face painting is water-based, so yeah, it melts right off. Like, less people tend to come out when it's raining just because it's uncertain if rides are going to close or other vendors are going to close, so yeah, it's tough.
And as this weather is pushing through the Coachella Valley, local cities have already responded. Cathedral City putting out a social media post telling their locals out there to make sure that all devices are charged, be prepared with an emergency kit, secure home, and of course, avoid flooded areas. But as for here at the fairgrounds in Indio, it's business as usual. People are still out and about enjoying the fair. Live in Indio, I'm Brett Rosen. I'll send it back in studio to Mark and Olivia.
All right, we thank Brett for that report. This evening, we have a guide of cities and stations providing sandbags for your home safety. These are the locations of mostly fire stations covering the cities of Palm Springs, Cathedral City, and Desert Hot Springs. We'll update you with more cities and locations as they come in.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our Agua Caliente casino camera in downtown Palm Springs. You can see the raindrops, I think, coming off of the roof of the casino there. The palm trees are blowing, the clouds in the background, Pablo. Everyone's been waiting for a little taste of winter this February, and it seems like we finally got it.
Yeah, the mountains will have lots of snow, so it'll be nice to go up there, get some skiing in, and the temperature's finally coming down. 56 degrees in Palm Springs at the moment. High humidity, 86% because of all the rain clouds. But if you look around, pretty cool all over the place. Desert Hot Springs at 53, Indio down to 60 right now. Big Bear, they're at 30 degrees. Of course, they'll cool down a lot more. The dew point's still kind of high, around 46 degrees. It feels a little bit heavier because of all that moisture in the air. High winds, Whitewater, 18 miles an hour, but later on this week, they might get wind gusts of up to 40 miles an hour. And our three-day comfort air forecast, yes, we are expecting rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, but not as much as today. Monday day and Monday night should be the most rain that we're going to get. And then by Thursday, the rain should pass by. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you're going to go out to the fair, the weather should be perfect. But I'll be back for my 7-day forecast, talk a little bit more about the rain.
All All right, our thanks to Pablo for that. Turning to a local alert this evening, California Highway Patrol responded to a traffic collision on the 10. This happened by Hogg and Lehman Way. As you can see on your screen right here, eastbound of the 10 freeway has been affected by it. Drivers are experiencing heavy traffic at this hour. The California Highway Patrol says the cause of the collision was that vehicle driving at a high speed. The vehicle went off the roadway and onto the nearby railroad tracks. Train traffic was temporarily stopped due to the obstruction. Riverside County Fire Department crews were called in to assist, and a tow company is working to remove the vehicle. Minor injuries have been reported.
One person was hospitalized, nearly 300 others evacuated from the Grand Hyatt in Indian Wells last night due to an electrical fire. CAL FIRE says the blaze broke out in an electrical room of the hotel at around 8 o'clock on Sunday night. It took firefighters around 1 hour to contain it. First responders remained on scene overnight to clear out the smoke. Out of the nearly 300 people affected, officials say one person was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation and has made a full recovery. Everyone was relocated to other accommodations. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. But today, the general manager of the Grand Hyatt, Dan Johnson, providing us here at NBC Palm Springs with a statement. It reads in part, quote, "Last night, the hotel experienced an isolated fire in a storage closet on the 5th floor of the main building. We immediately engaged local authorities and evacuated guests from the main building out of an abundance of caution. The fire was quickly extinguished. Guests have since been able to return to their rooms, and hotel operations continue business as usual at this time."
Today is President's Day. It's a time to honor the leaders who helped build the nation that we know today. City of Indio joining that celebration, kicking off its President's Day parade this morning. It started at 9 as part of the Riverside County Fair and National Date Festival. The parade was held at Highway 111 and Arabia Street near the fairgrounds. Leading this year's parade as Grand Marshals were Grant Flores and Gucci Manny Flores, professional boxers from Coachella. Local high school bands were battling out their spirit as they marched down the roads as well. The fair, which is now in its 78th year, runs every weekend through March 1st.
A number of locals spent their morning protesting outside of Rancho Mirage City Hall for the Rally for America series. It was organized by Democrats of the Desert and Indivisible Coachella Valley. Protesters could be seen along Highway 111. This started at 9 and wrapped up around 10. The organizations say they're calling to end harmful ICE activity across the valley.
I think it's important for us to be able to tell the general population out there that we're unhappy with what's happening in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere in the country, and people need to know that, you know, there are people that care and we're fighting for them.
The event was a peaceful sidewalk rally, participants seen carrying signs.
New at 6 o'clock tonight, today Modernism Week brought visitors to the historic Actia Lodge for a special talk and tour celebrating mid-century design. During the event, guests gathered inside the Candlewood Room to hear about the lodge's storied past, rumored celebrity visitors, and ongoing preservation efforts. Attendees also viewed an exhibit highlighting Chrysler's architectural influence across Palm Springs, then toured 5 distinctive units, including a rare 2-story residence once used by the Alexander family. The event also highlighted the iconic grounds designed by Garrett Ekbo, including the famous keyhole-shaped pool, with proceeds supporting continued restoration of the historic site. Here's what their HOA president had to say.
It's a pretty magical place, I got to tell you. It's just got a certain vibe when you walk in the gates. It's just this wonderful, easygoing vibe. As a matter of fact, over here at the outside bar, most nights you'll find us hanging out having cocktail hours together. So it's pretty cool. My wife describes it as magical, and she's right.
Modernism Week gives people the chance to explore iconic homes and buildings in and around Palm Springs. You can browse all activities and tours by visiting modernismweek.com.
Coming up next on NBC Palm Springs, Act for MS teed off for a good cause today. We'll have more on their charity golf tournament coming up right after the break.
Also tonight, new seasons, canceled projects, and upcoming premieres. We've got more in the Hollywood Minute coming up in our entertainment segment.
And a quick look at your gold and silver prices to kick off the work week. Stay with us. Those headlines and more right after this break.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Act for MS held their big fundraising golf event this morning. The 4th annual Act for MS tournament teed off at noon over at the Palm Valley Country Club in Palm Desert. There was a silent auction, dinner, and live entertainment for guests and players. Act for MS was created to improve the quality of life for those suffering from multiple sclerosis, providing strength training, cardiovascular programs, educational seminars, and assistance with mobility equipment.
Well, it will benefit people with multiple sclerosis in our organization because all the money raised will be used to service our clients. And they'll get the proper services that they need. We have mental health. We have going to the gym with a personal trainer. We have, I think in March, we're going to start up again because the aquatic center is closed. We'll be going back to the aquatic center to use the pool. So all of these things will help everybody with MS.
Greer helped found Act for MS in 1998 after she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in her 40s.
For more than 3 decades, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards, also known as the Chase Awards, have been one of the Coachella Valley's signature fundraising events, bringing together community leaders, donors, and entertainers to support health equity across Southern California. And it's ready to come back again this year. This year's event takes place Saturday, February 21st at the Palm Springs Convention Center. The 2026 event will honor Lisa Middleton for her years of community service and leadership as the former mayor of Palm Springs as well, with a special performance by music legends The Temptations. For ticket information and to learn all the details, you can visit daphealth.org.
The city of La Quinta is planning slurry seal improvement road work for tomorrow morning. Scheduled to begin around 8 a.m. along Adams Street from Miles Avenue to Blackhawk Way. It's near La Quinta High School. Drivers can expect delays and possible lane restrictions throughout the day. City officials are encouraging drivers to plan ahead, take alternate routes when possible, and they're thanking the community for their patience while the upgrades are completed.
To some continuing coverage tonight in the investigation into the presumed kidnapping of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's 84-year-old mother, Nancy, as it now enters its 3rd week. The FBI is analyzing DNA from a glove found near Nancy Guthrie's home. According to the agency, the glove appears to match those worn by the suspect captured in doorbell camera footage outside of Guthrie's house. The agency says the glove with the DNA is not the same glove the New York Post reported on last week, with a photograph of a black glove investigators found less than 2 miles from Nancy's home. Late last week, the Pima County Sheriff's Department said authorities found DNA at Nancy Guthrie's property that didn't belong to her or those in close contact to her. Those investigative developments arriving ahead of another emotional plea on Instagram by Savannah Guthrie on Sunday. We're back with Pablo's full forecast on this rainy Monday right after this break, so stay with us. Before we get into Pablo's full forecast, the most dramatic type of solar eclipse is happening tomorrow. The so-called ring of fire occurs only in some eclipses. It's when the moon is far enough away to cover the sun entirely, but still appears small. So you can see the rays of the sun encircle the moon in a spectacular sight. The bad news, you'll only be able to see it clearly if you're in Antarctica, though some people in South America and Africa will see a partial version. Oh, that's a bummer. I was ready to get my really cool looking solar eclipse glasses out.
The little pin the hole in the piece of paper,
Yeah.
that works also. And also, you've noticed lots of rain these last couple of days, and you're going to notice it for the next 2 days as well. It started early today. It's going to keep going throughout the night. Look at this Walter Clark cam shot. Love that dark, ominous cloud right there. And I also enjoy these cooler temperatures. We're finally running colder than normal. But as far as the rain, yeah, it's going to continue for most of tonight. See, by future precipitation, 9 o'clock will be a window with no rain. But then by 2 a.m., lots of rain in our area as well. But as far as how much rain, well, on Monday we were expecting around a third of an inch, and on Tuesday it should go down some, and Wednesday a little bit more rain than Tuesday, but not as much. So Monday and Monday night will be the heaviest rainfall that we are expecting. As far as the cool temperatures, look how nice this is. 9 degrees cooler than normal, finally feeling like winter, even if it is the second week of February, but finally we're running colder than we should be. As far as wind, it's going to get kind of windy, especially in Whitewater on Wednesday, expecting wind gusts of up to 40 miles an hour. Desert Hot Springs on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday also going to be pretty windy, between 20 and 29 mile per hour winds. As far as the high temperatures, look at this. Nothing in the 80s, not even in the 70s. Palm Springs with a high of 64. Palm Desert at 65. So yeah, it was a lot cooler throughout because of the rain clouds that came in. As far as nighttime, we'll get into the high 40s in Palm Desert. Palm Springs around 50. You won't see that much stars though, because there'll still be plenty of clouds in the sky, and it will be raining overnight. Tuesday and Wednesday, also expecting rain, around 60 to 80% chance of rain for both those days. But after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should be gorgeous. Temperatures in the high 60s to low 70s with no rain expected for the whole weekend. So yeah, a little bit of rain is kind of nice though, but hopefully not too much rain. And again, the heavy rainfall was on Monday, should die down the next couple of days. Pablo Alcina, keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
NBC Palm Springs Sports with Tim O'Brien, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Oh, welcome back. The golf community at PGA West came together Sunday to honor the late Johnny Brand, who dreamed of one day competing and playing golf at the collegiate level. Now, Johnny's legacy will forever be a part of the Prestige Golf Tournament. Brand, a 16-year-old golfer who died in December after battling Ewing sarcoma, attended the Prestige at PGA West every year, participated in the junior clinic as well, where college coaches worked directly with young players. Now, over the years, Johnny built relationships with coaches from Stanford, Pepperdine, and UCLA, including a Bruins assistant who later would visit Johnny in the hospital during treatment. Well, on Sunday, tournament leaders and college coaches introduced the inaugural Johnny Brand Sportsmanship Award, which will now be presented annually at the Prestige.
We're also starting a new award that's going to be given out on an annual basis at the Prestige. Brandon and the shop and the guys here know the family as well, and we're going to recognize in Johnny's honor someone that really epitomizes the sportsmanship and the great stuff about the Prestige, the junior clinic, the community of Coachella Valley, this beautiful golf course, the staff that we have here. All of that is going to be moving forward in honor of Johnny as we begin to hand out the Johnny Brand Award, okay? So in the first year, Jake, come up here. We're actually going to give it to Jake because he's missing his brother right now.
Only fitting his brother the first recipient. Now, Jake Brand will continue his athletic and academic careers next fall at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo on a scholarship, baseball scholarship, that is. So certainly a stud athlete all around. Now, the Prestige continues at the Norman course at PGA West on Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of the top 10, 15 D1 university college collegiate programs, golf programs that is here in the Valley. So certainly get on out there to the Norman course at PGA West if you can do so. We'll keep you up to date on the highlights and scores, of course, here on NBC and NBCPalmSprings.com. And pay attention to Pablo's forecast, whether or not golf will be played the remainder of the week. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Entertainment news now to start your week. Here's David Daniel with tonight's Hollywood Minute.
For beings from opposing worlds, the desire is not the problem, but the world itself.
Season 4 of Bridgerton has set up several new love matches, but will they all endure? And does this latest look at part 2 of the new season provide any clues? All will become clear when the rest of Season 4 premieres February 26th on Netflix.
I believe that humanity still has a fighting chance. I believe that you have the power to change our fate.
The fate of Terminator 0 appears to be sealed. Series creator Mattson Tomlin says Netflix has canceled the animated franchise reboot after one season. Tomlin posted on social media, the critical and audience reception to it was tremendous, but at the end of the day, not nearly enough people watched it.
We watched the news every night and we'd see all this conflict going on.
Here's a look at the first clip from The Ballad of Judas Priest. The documentary looks at the enduring influence of the Grammy-winning heavy metal legends. It just premiered at the Berlin International Film Festival. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Brighter Side of the News is brought to you by Fiesta Kia. Discover the all-new Fiesta Kia located in the I-10 Auto Mall.
Before we go, Lunar New Year celebrations kick off this week as the Year of the Horse begins. Billions of people worldwide will join the 15-day Spring Festival. It's widely considered the most important event of the year in China and Chinese communities around the world. There are a few common traditions. Some of them include a big dinner with family, cash gifts in red packets for kids, and deep cleaning the home to get rid of bad luck from the past year. The horse is one of 12 Chinese zodiac signs represented by animals in the Lunar New Year calendar cycle. Cleaning the house, that's the one I think I can get behind. I need to start doing that one this week.
Year of the Horse. I like it.
I like it too. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're back here tonight for the news at 11. Please join us for that. Meantime, Wheel of Fortune is coming up next. Good night.